Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and we got a new four-wheeler. Heck yeah. So here it is. It's a 2005 Polaris Sportsman 700, 4x4 of course, has a winch on the front. I had to shut the garage door because with all these new houses in my neighborhood, there's so much more people walking back and forth, which is so annoying when I'm trying to film, but we got it. We shut the garage door, we're back. So this is a 2005 Polaris Sportsman 700. She's a beauty. A little rough around the edges, but for the most part, it runs. Yes, that's right. I bought something that runs, so super excited about that. Don't mind the Honda sitting right here. There's gonna be a video on that. We're doing a lot of work to it right now. And yeah, let's do a little walk around of this four-wheeler. So here she is. Starting off, look at the tires. Got really nice tread. All the CV axles have their boots and they're not torn or anything, so that's really good. Has a working winch, which is gonna be really nice. It's definitely a little rusty, the rollers here, so we'll have to polish them up. Along with this cover plate is rusty too, so we're gonna paint her up, make her look pretty, touch up the skid plate. You already know the gist. These rims, they look rusty, but they're just camo. They have like a camo film on them or something, so they're camo rims, which are very interesting if you ask me. And then yes, it is flat black, the four-wheeler, but as you can see here, it's painted. It originally had that purple camo, if you guys know what that four-wheeler is. You see them on Facebook Marketplace probably if you guys are watching this. They're those purple camo ones. That's what this is, but the previous owner painted it flat black, which I plan on sanding down and respraying flat black because it looks really good. And then I also plan on making those rims black because from a distance and in photos, the camo rims, they just look rusty, so we gotta fix that up. But here's the rear end. Here's this side. I have the cover piece off. It's sitting right there because I was just messing around with it a little bit. I was getting ready to work on it and I'm like, holy crap, I haven't even filmed it yet. So that's why I broke out the camera. But yeah, really nice. Has a few tears in the seat, but nothing major. I drove it up and down the neighborhood. She is fast. Dang, these 700s. Like, you don't think 500 versus 700 Sportsman, there's a huge difference in speed. I was quite surprised, so I'm super happy about it. Hopefully it's as reliable as a Honda. We'll find out here. We're going to be taking these both to the Badlands, so whatever one breaks is going to be the non-reliable one, I guess. So we'll put them to the test, that's for sure, because that's a 2004 and this is a 500. So I meant 700, not 500. But yeah, no, what? Sorry guys, I'm confusing myself. This is a 2004 and this is a 2005. That's what I meant. Yes, I know that's a Foreman or Rancher. It's a Rancher. And this is a Sportsman 700, so this is not no Rubicon or big Honda four-wheeler. It's just a little tiny one, so they're not technically a fair comparison, but good enough for me. So yep, we can compare the independent suspension versus the axle suspension, see which one's better. And I'm putting new tires on that right now. You'll see it in the other video coming out here soon. But back to this. Let's fire her up. Let me open the garage door. So of course, there is something wrong with it. Nothing major, just something small that's probably gonna be a pain in the butt to fix, but I'm up for the challenge because, you know, you gotta find stuff with problems to get the good deals. And this one definitely has its problems. So you turn the key, right? And you fire it up. She'll fire up all day. And she'll run, idle, drive just fine. Everything operates just fine on it. But it has an exhaust leak. And so this is the first year of fuel injection. So it has a computer to tell the fuel injection how much it needs to inject. But with the exhaust leak, it runs rough because it doesn't know how much to inject into the motor. So it's injecting too much, making it run funky. But I mean, you still can put her in drive, put her in reverse, and floor it, and go super fast in it, and it's just super loud, and then it has a choppy idle like this, but you'll hear it smooth out at some points. Like right now it's chop, like chop, 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 chop. But here, cut to when it's running smoother. So like right here, it's running super smooth. And now it's choppy again. So I just have to address that and figure it out. I already bought a gasket kit for it, so that's what I've started to look into, is what I need to take off to get this exhaust off and get the new gaskets in. So I came across that, and there might be a hole in the pipe. We'll find out, and we'll see if it's weldable or not, or if I just need to buy a whole exhaust system, or if I could just put my little gasket kit on. But with that being said, it only has 2,800 miles, so not even that much. This one's over here sitting at 1,200 miles, so 1,000 less. This one's basically brand new for being a Honda, if you ask me. I don't know how I got this one for $1,000, but I did. And I have a whole bunch of videos on it. If you want to go on the YouTube and watch that one, feel free. But yeah. And then hour-wise, let's see. Let's flip through this screen. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a trip. That's RPM. Let me hold it with my other hand. There we go. There's the hours. 484 hours. So yeah, not even that bad if you ask me. My buddy's Polaris 500 has, I think, 8,600 miles on it. So his is up there, and his is still running good. So hopefully this one can get some good life out of her. But I don't plan on keeping it till it obviously gets to 800 miles. Probably sell it and get a side-by-side by then. But for now, these two rigs are gonna be fun at the Badlands, so stay tuned for that. But let's get to working on this thing and see if we can fix this exhaust leak and get it running right in this video. So looking into it and taking off the covers, I found this aluminum, which I just want to peel it off and see what the heck is going on with the pipe here, because if the pipe's destroyed, obviously I'm gonna need a new one if I can't weld it or repair it, because then that means I'm just gonna need more than the gaskets I ordered, which the gaskets go up in the front joint right up here, and then there's another joint somewhere apparently. I got new springs for that. Then I also have a new gasket that goes against the head and the exhaust manifold, so we'll be throwing that in there too. I'll probably have to take off this whole front rack and plastic assembly to get to those, or maybe I can squeeze down through here. I think I'm gonna be able to squeeze down through here, but I'm gonna take my time, maybe go over to my buddy's shop and sandblast the bolts that are rusty and do it right. So let's peel off this and see what we're working with. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see down in there, but there's a crack right around, I don't want to touch it with my finger, but right there's a hole in the pipe, which I think I can put a little piece of metal over and weld onto the pipe and cover her up. But this bolt right here on the motor, I bet this metal here got brittle and it was just vibrating onto the bolt, and it just punctured a little hole right there, which that makes sense to me. So let's see if we can get this pipe off and get her patched up, along with throwing the new bushing kit, and look for any other holes in the pipe anywhere, fill them in, and hopefully we'll have a nice running four-wheeler by the end of this. Because right up there, let me go get my Milwaukee light for ya. So right up there, where the exhaust manifold goes into the head, you see it leaking there also, so the gasket there is bad. So I got a new one of those, along with right there, you see that joint? I got a new bushing for that joint right there, and then there's apparently another joint, I think towards the back of the engine, so I guess I'll replace that one too. Let's find it. Let's actually, instead of just saying there's another joint, let's find that joint. Yeah, I honestly don't know where the other joint is. But look how rusty this is. Definitely seen better days. I'll probably, if I can fit it in the sandblaster, I'll definitely throw it in the sandblaster and give her a nice little sandblast. Hopefully I don't just end up puncturing a whole bunch of micro holes in it, since it's so rusty. Maybe the best bet's just throwing a coat of paint, heat resistant paint over it. We'll see. One way to find out, but look at that. We need to fix this. Well, first of all, this isn't even a normal Polaris key. This is some aftermarket key, but I definitely see an issue. So right here we got the key, right? It's missing a key tag. Oh. Construction, I tell ya. All the new houses coming in. We got the daily, or we got my NSS logo, Non-Stock Society. I think I'm gonna go with the NSS one on this one, guys. You guys let me know in the comments. If you guys want one, they're on my website. It'd help me out a lot with all the projects and funding all my dumb ideas, along with, I got stickers. They look super sweet. I put one on a toolbox there. I have one on my truck. Probably gonna slap a blue one on this nice black Polaris, because the second tone color I think I'm gonna go with on it is blue. And that would look real nice. So let's get my new key tag on it and see what it looks like. Instantly just raised the value of this unit by about $100. And more traffic. Dude, they just rolled through here. I'm gonna shut the garage door so it's nice and quiet, and I'll turn on my music and get to working on this exhaust. It's not gonna get itself off. And just like that, guys, we got the whole front assembly off the four-wheeler so we can easily access the exhaust. Look how goofy it looks with the front off. But look how easy that is to access now. I'm so happy I took it off. This is gonna make life a lot easier, and all it did was take me about 10 minutes to get that off. Okay guys, so Axel stopped by. He's hanging out with us, but over here, here's a better look at the exhaust. I took it off. I've since then wire brushed everything, so it's no longer really scaly. It's nice and smooth, so it should look really good when I put the high heat black temp paint on it. And then over here, I used the grinder and cleaned up the surface where I'm gonna be patching the exhaust leak. So this is a better look at the exhaust leak that was on the four-wheeler that I was showing you guys. And so I just went to another exhaust pipe I had laying around, and I cut out this little patch piece that I'm gonna put right. Oh. Boy, I'm filming. That I'm gonna put right here. So it's just gonna sit right here. I'm gonna clamp it down and weld it on. I was thinking about just welding up the hole, but then there might be a knob of weld in there, and I don't want that to affect the flow at all. So we're just gonna cover it like this, and we should be set. So I'm just gonna spot weld it, and then we're gonna weld a nice little bead along each one and ground it down so it's nice and smooth.
Okay guys. Yeah. This is for you guys.
The Honda. Okay. Axel, I had such a hard time getting that exhaust out with this back plastic in. Oh, yeah? So my plan is to remove this back plastic when installing it, so it's just out of the way. So if you want to start removing this, you can. Okay. But you don't have to.
I already told him if he gets me lunch. Yes.
I gotta get him lunch first. So
yeah.
Yeah. Or else he's just watching TikToks, right?
Yep. Basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to get this video.
I'm gonna be welding. Let's see how fast you can get that back plastic off.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, let's get to work.
Okay. Time to weld.
Okay guys, I just got that patch piece all welded up, and look at that, looks brand new. So very happy with how this turned out. And now moving over here, here's our manifold, and as you can see right there, we got a huge crack down the middle. So I'm gonna weld that up real quick. Then on the other side it's not as bad, but you can see the crack right here starting to form. So I'm just gonna weld a nice bead down through here. So yeah, then I also cleaned up the contact point of where the joint is gonna go, right in here, like that, with my new bushing. I got new springs too. So yeah, let's get this finished up. Okay, this is my bad. I started installing the exhaust manifold before I showed you guys me patching it, but as you can see right there in the middle, that weld, I just filled it all in so it wouldn't crack, because it just kept burning through when I was welding it, even on the lowest setting. So I just went cross to cross on the whole thing and patched it all in. So this thing is insanely sturdy now and should never crack again. And yeah, I already got it partly installed, and I was like, yep, I'm not taking it back off, so this ought to work for you guys. I did the same weld on the other side, so this piece is extremely sturdy, and the kit came with a new gasket, so I don't know if you can see that little gasket I have between there, but it's chilling right there, and then it came with new hardware as well. So there's 4 bolts, and I'm going to tighten those suckers up real quick, and then we'll slap on the exhaust. Okay guys, it's the next day. It's daylight out. I got the exhaust all tidied up. Check it out, all brand new springs. The little silver thing in there is a new bushing, and then the exhaust comes up. Our patch job is right there, looking beautiful. And it comes to the exhaust in the back. So yeah, let's fire it up. As you can tell, it's still running rough. So that did not fix our problem, sadly. And listen to that. I don't know if you guys hear that chatter, but I don't like the sound of that at all. And I have a really bad feeling. So I'm gonna go do some research, but yeah, I don't like the sound of that at all. So that's where I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm gonna go do some research on what that sound is, or if you guys know what it is, please let me know down in the comments. And please don't comment what I think you're gonna comment about what that sound is. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Before I end the video, here's what I'm thinking. In the next video, we're gonna adjust the valves. If that doesn't fix the clicking or the clanking, then she's going up for sale. No, I'm joking, we'll figure it out. But I think the valves need adjusted, so that should be a pretty easy repair. Just gotta remove the gas tank, and shouldn't require any money except for ordering a new valve cover seal just in case I rip this one. So next video, stay tuned. We're gonna be adjusting the valves on here and hoping we can get it dialed in. But I mean, right now it runs insanely good, so I'm not even gonna complain. I mean, it sounds a little rough still, but like power wise, it no longer stalls or anything with that exhaust leak fixed. The check engine light has gone away. It's just, it doesn't idle. I mean, it idles fine. It's just, I don't like hearing that kind of sound from the motor, and especially if I know how to fix it, which I do. I want to address it before it gets worse. So we're gonna try adjusting the valves, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.